Okay, guys. So today we're playing R-Type for the Sega Master System. This is an arcade classic. I did. Let me just check something here. Uh, so I did a little cheat, and a lot of people probably know about this one. To make your spaceship invincible. Oh, how do you dare to do that on a playthrough? Well, it's simple. This game is impossible. I wanted to show you guys the game all the way through, and really, this game is impossible without this cheat. I could never beat this game. So my goal here is to do as fast as I can. So you can always see when I would die because the spaceship like explodes. But yeah, so I want to go all the way through the game. So I think they really programmed this cheat because the game is impossible, really. I wasn't paying attention there, so I took a little damage. I do this level, no problem. But let me tell you something. I own this game. It's one of the titles that I got later after I got my Master System back in 1996 because I sold it. I sold my original one in 1991. So slowly but surely, I've managed to recover some of my original games and some games that I liked. I didn't own this game on my original run with the Master System, but I played it a lot. My cousin owned it, and I borrowed it from him multiple times. So I was able to make maybe halfway or through the game, maybe further than that. But the game is impossible. Really, it's there might be some expert game master out there that say, okay, I've beaten this game, it's not impossible. But really, for the average person, this game is impossible. The arcade version, I have tried to play it. Oh shit, something happened here. Oh, come on. Oh. The drone thing is supposed to get stuck to the head, to the green head. So I'm doing very ugly. It's a very ugly gameplay so far. Hopefully I'll pick up my pace. I'm not being lucky at all because that thing that just happened there. I don't recall that ever happening before. But never mind. Anyway. So I didn't own the game on my first run with the Master System, but I used to play it a lot. I made up to level 6 or something like that. But then I discovered this cheat that you can make your spaceship, the R9, invincible. This game is awesome, even if it's very difficult. Even though it's very difficult, it's an awesome game. It's in my opinion, it's probably the best spaceship game out there. It's very satisfying to get the different power-ups, the different drones, all the things. And here's the reason why this game is virtually impossible or borderline that is because you have to do it on one run. If you die once, you lose all your power-ups, and if you do that, well, you can do that at the earlier levels and still recover from it. But if you do die at the final, at the latter levels, it's impossible. You are never able to recover from that, and you need the power-ups. Without them, with them, it's difficult enough. Without them, it's yeah, it is impossible. I don't know. I would like people to comment on that if you guys want, because really this game is yeah, I've heard people calling this hard type. instead of R-type because it's that difficult. Well, okay, so we're coming up on the second boss. The first one was Krell, I do believe. It's got some kind of an alien inspiration. I mean, alien from the movie. They're all aliens. But from the original, shit. I did something stupid there. I died. I usually don't. I didn't die because I'm invincible, but here's the strategy. You just stand next to the eye, and you just... When it opens, you hit it automatically because you're standing right there. So this is the strategy for this boss. Gomunda. I believe the first name, the name of the first one was Krell. So... And this game has one of the best manuals, instruction manuals in the Master System library. It's really fun. Some manuals are like stale and they don't have a lot of. The manual for this game has a lot of drawings and the different enemies. It's really fun. It was one of the manuals that I really liked on the Master System. So here I'm at the Mega Starship. It's the third level, so let's try and undo this right. This is one of the levels that it took me longer to beat when I didn't know about the invincibility cheat. I didn't used to get this one as a kid, but I like it, so I'm gonna get it right now. Did I? Oh, okay, I got it. That cousin of mine was the one that owned this game. Who owned this game? He never beat this level before he lended me the game, the cartridge. I don't know if he ever gotten to beat this level, but just when I had the game that I had borrowed from him, I beat this level. So, yeah. Being a... Oh no, it's not time for that. It's one of the prides that I had was being this good gamer, that I would borrow games from a cousin of mine who owned it or a friend of mine who owned it, and they hadn't even beaten it yet, and I would go on and beat it. So yeah, I probably think I'm full of myself right now. Yeah, probably am. This is. But yeah. So what do you do here? I'm gonna try to get up there. I didn't want to get this thing here. Okay, so I'm gonna want to get. The thing about the Master System version is that if you don't beat the boss within a certain time limit, the boss is defeated anyway. So the first time I defeated this boss was not because I really beat it, legit. It was because I got so good at dodging the things and everything, so that he would just die anyway. So okay, I should probably. Oh, okay, so I've died there. The thing there, I should have gotten the blue power up at this point because for this moment it's better. It's been a while since I've played this game, so. What you do is you just blow up the red thing. You charge when you hold the one button. Okay, and you just kill it instantly. So it's really not that hard a boss. It's just intimidating. So yes, I'm not doing too good. And it's a difficult game to talk and play at the same time. This level here, it's very difficult if you're just trying to play it legit. So what you do here is you charge by holding the the one button. I'm playing these games, even though I'm cheating. I'm playing these games legit, guys. Sometimes I edit them. And I usually say that I'm going to edit them, so because there are parts that are repetitive. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm playing on an emulator, even though I do own a Sega Master System. I do own a Sega Mega Drive, uh, the real console. I play it on the emulator because it's oh fuck, because it's easier to record the gameplay. And my TV right now is not very old console friendly. So it's much more practical for me to record it on an emulator. I'm not this game. You have to be all focused all the time. So let me show you something. Up there, if you notice, there are two things that resemble, like, I don't know, some kind of weird security camera. If you go up there, you go to a secret level. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna play the game regularly. This is the type of game that is very difficult to play and comment and talk at the same time. It's a very difficult game. So I'm doing more poorly than I would probably do if I was playing just trying to focus on the game. But it's still, I think it's a great game. So this is, I think the name is Monpyra, according to the manual, but who cares? It's a freaking spaceship that it's like a transformer, like I don't know, looks a little like a transformer or something, a Decepticon. I don't know. At least it looks that way to me. So, when I say this game is impossible, it's because it's probably the hardest game I've ever played in my life. The first levels are beatable. When you come up on the next level, especially the one after that, it's, I don't know. You have to be really. I mean, this was an arcade game. I imagine how many quarters, how many coins or tokens somebody spent trying to beat this game. It's merciless. It's one of those games that the guy said, okay, you want a hard game? Here you got a hard game, motherfucker. It's yes, I've beaten this game on the arcade because one thing, I mean, I'm not a fanatical about beating games legit, as some people call it, because one thing that I really like is to see the game all the way through. So I've played on the MAME emulator, this one, and of course I used save features and everything, and it still was one of the games that it took me years to beat this game because I lost patience. Even saving states and loading states, it's just like Herculean job. It's unbelievably hard. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten that. In the arcade version, you also have to beat it in one go, in one run. If you die once, I mean, you're screwed. You need your power-ups. For this game, you need the power-ups all the way. And if you die, you lose all your power-ups. For example, if I lose in this level, it's very hard to get the power-ups back, and I'll keep dying, and maybe that was the point of the game, to keep grabbing your coins. So if that was the goal, that was by the way, and on the Sega Master System, yeah, I took a hit there. I would be dead if I wasn't invincible. In the Master System version, there's a difference from the arcade version that I can tell. I'm not talking about graphics. I'm talking about at one point the speed it stops increasing. So hold on a second. Here we have the boss, the end level boss. I forget the names. Like a bunch of octopuses. They call it in the manual. They look like brains, like brains with chicken pox or something. But yeah, they don't look like octopuses at all. But anyway, oh, what was I saying? Okay, about the speed. In the arcade is a concern because you have to do the whole game in one run, but you cannot make your spaceship too fast. Oh shit! I died there. Because it's impossible to maneuver. And the Master System version, you don't. No matter how many speed power-ups you collect, at one point it kind of stays the same. But in the arcade, you really have to worry about that, because since you have to do it in one run, you might collect too many of the S power-ups, of the speed power-ups, and then your spaceship becomes fast as hell and you can't even control it. So yeah, in the arcade it's even more difficult, if you can believe this, if you can believe it. So yeah, I can't quite recall if I've ever got past this round legit in the Master System. I know in the arcade version I didn't. But yeah, I don't think so. I think I got as far as the previous level, playing without the invincibility cheat. But it's a motherfucker of a game as far as difficulty. I cannot I cannot emphasize this enough. I just got hit there again. So this is one time where, oh shit, I shouldn't have gotten that. It doesn't matter anyway. Here, this is like Silver Surfer type stuff. This is one time that Sega said, okay, let's emulate Nintendo and make one hard-ass game for our system. Okay, yeah, I have the wrong power-up right now. So I shouldn't have this one. So if I were playing without invincibility, there's no question I'd be dead. So what are these things anyway? They look like what? Kind of a harpsichord, trombone. I don't know. I don't even know what that looks like. Yeah, I've really screwed up right here. I would never go through it. So, but anyway, I'm invincible, so whatever. The invincibility code. Oh, I forgot to give that to you guys, but I'm gonna put it in the description of the video, because right now I forget. So yeah, I was supposed to say what the cheat was right at the beginning. Sorry about that. So come on, I want the drone in front of me right now. It's not a drone, it's a droid. I think we call it a droid. Yeah, it's another Star Wars reference, perhaps. I don't know when the word droid started coming up. Was it Star Wars that came up with that? Does anybody know? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they call this a droid, this thing this power-up that stays in front of you. Here you're supposed to... Oh, shit. This is the eroded city or something like that. Rundown city, whatever. It doesn't look like a city to me, but... Okay, so this is the next to last boss in the game. It's one of the stupidest bosses in this game because it doesn't even look like a boss. You just have to dodge the things that are falling down. Uh, and just hit him occasionally. The arcade version is much more difficult, again, but this is pretty hard as well. I would definitely not, would have not made it this far had I not be cheating. But like I said, I'm just trying to show the game. One of my favorite games for the Sega Master System, even though I never beat it. I never did beat it legit, but it's still a great game. So you just dodge these things that fall down from the ceiling, and you hit the guy whenever you can. Eventually, he'll die. Or if you just dodge the things long enough, it'll go away. Like I said, if you take too long on a boss, you defeat it automatically. I think that's what just happened right now. I didn't beat it. It didn't explode, but it took such a certain amount of time, and it just went away. So it works for me. So this is the last level, the final level. So it's not a long game if you're invincible. I've been playing this for what, 20 minutes or so. So yeah, so this is the final. Excuse me. So we got the hiccups there. So I never made this far without cheating, because, as I said, this game is really hard. But it's not as hard as the arcade version. These blue things in the arcade version, I'm not sure I'm going to do the arcade version because it's impossible to do it legit, and I wouldn't like to do a video where I keep reloading the game over and over. So, but if you do play the arcade game, you're going to see that this level here, its final boss is much more difficult in the arcade version. And these green guys and these blue things, they're, oh shit, I'm not using these droids correctly today for some reason. It seems that whenever I try to record a playthrough, I don't do as well as I usually do. Even the game is against me. Oh shit! I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna go invincible on his ass. Oh it doesn't go. It doesn't go. I don't know what to do right now. It does not go. It's supposed to go into the mouth. Oh, come on, I've never seen that happen before. So it's always a surprise when I'm recording a playthrough. It seems that everything that can go wrong does go wrong. See, this doesn't happen. I've seen this happening in the arcade version. I've never seen this happen in the Master System version. Oh god, it's supposed to kill me. This is like an instant death kind of thing if you take too long to beat it. But it's not. I'm invincible, so I'm not gonna die from it. Okay, so I put it in there. Finally. Jesus, what happened to this game today? Fuck me. Alright, so this is it. That was R-Type. It's one of my favorite space shooters, but it's one hell of a impossible game to beat. I would like to know. I would dare somebody to beat this game. There might be people out there that have beaten this. There are people who have done all sorts of things in this world, but really, it's it was one of my favorite games. It used to be in the Master System. It's a good game. It's a nice shooter, a space shooter, but Really. Tough as, well, you can complete the sentence any way you want. It's just a hard-ass game. Um, okay, guys, this was R-Type for the Sega Master System. A good game, hard as hell. Don't expect to beat it easily. But it's still one of my favorite titles for the Sega Master System. Hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I know it was a cheat. I was invincible, but that was just the point was just to show you the game, as I said. See you guys next time. Bye.